ask you on a date? Get out of my house. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir de Vide, and today I'm going to be playing a game that was recommended to me called Missing. This is an rpgmaker game where apparently somebody's missing, and that's about as much as I know about this game. So let's see what's going on here. Hehe. What are you laughing at? I added your Polaroid to my notebook. Ugh. I don't look good in that photo, though. Hehe. Cute. Aw. Is that the person who's missing? They're cute. Oh, no. No, look. It's like you're preserved here in my notes forever. Isn't that cool? I guess. That's a nice thought. Right? I hope we can look back on this summer and the years to come and reminisce over the good old days. I have a feeling these days ain't gonna be good. Ellipses. More ellipses. I hope we stay friends forever. Aww. Aww. Your friend has been missing for over a week now. Aww. And that's like the only picture they have of them. Oh, I'm sad already. The local police weren't getting anywhere with their search. It's a small town, and missing people cases like this are rare and far between. You guessed that the lack of progress made in their investigations were due to the fact that they were ill-equipped to handle something like this. Or maybe they were just incompetent. So, you decided to take matters into your own hands. You've had your suspicions. In fact, you've been suspicious of him for a while. It wasn't based on anything concrete. He's well liked in the community and seems to be a normal guy. It was just an uncomfortable gut feeling. And so, you find yourself standing outside a small house on the outskirts of the town. You look down into your notebook. The plan was to enter his home under the guise of an official investigation. Police badge. Gotta Google it. Detective. Cute. You'd have to impersonate a detective, which might get you into trouble if discovered, but if it goes well, you'll be able to collect the evidence you need to find out what happened to your friend. Investigations. Or maybe you were wrong. I don't know. Maybe he's innocent, and you're just blowing things out of proportion all because of a gut feeling. You look back up at the house. It's a simple one-story building, and it looks quite homely. There are plants and other trinkets decorating the patio, and the lawn is neatly kept. You feel a small pang of guilt for intruding on such a peaceful-looking home. But that feeling slowly morphs into a sensation of fear. There's a chill running down your spine as you approach the front door. You stand outside, shifting one foot to the other. This is it. Should you continue? It's not too late to back out now. What? Oh dear. Bye! You bit your lips nervously. This was a bad idea. There are so many things that could go wrong. Yeah, actually, you really don't want to impersonate an officer. There's probably a better way to do this. Is there a better way to do this, or is this just game over? For all you'd know, he could be completely innocent. You'd be accusing him of a crime he didn't do, and trespassing onto his private property. On top of that, you'd definitely get into some legal trouble if you were found impersonating an authority figure. Hanging low, you step back from the door. For a moment, your friend's smiling face flashes in your head. You take one last look at the house, and then you leave. I was hoping that would do that. I was hoping that would happen. Ending one. Coward. Well, I had to see. All right, let's get up in there. Let's get up in there. You were nervous, yes, but you were also determined to seek out any clues that may help you find your friend. You quickly smoothed out the creases in your dress, making yourself look presentable. With renewed resolve, you knock on the door. There's a small shuffling noise coming from within. Ah! One moment. You hear footsteps approaching. The door creaks open, and a friendly face steps in front to greet you. Oh, he's got a little hat. You've seen him around town a few times, but his strikingly unusual appearance always seemed to surprise you. Crow? Oh, he's adorable. He's adorable. Can I help you? His sudden question knocks you out of your stupor. Oh, yes. You pull out a fake badge with a fake identity from your pocket. I'm Detective Quinn with the Border Springs Police Department. You're Crow, correct? That's a face that says, bullcrap. Crow glances at your hastily made badge. For a moment, you're worried he's caught on to you, but then he gives you an affirmative smile. That's me. Oh, he's adorable. He's totally a murderer, isn't he? Isn't he? This is going to end badly for me, isn't it? I'm just here to ask you a few questions in pertinence to an ongoing missing person investigation. Do you mind if I come in? Perfect, just as you rehearsed. Aw. He eyes you for a moment. A missing persons investigation? You nod. Your palms were beginning to feel sweaty from all the nerves. He stares at you thoughtfully for a moment. Then he smiles again. Sure thing, Detective. Come on in. Crow motions for you to enter, and you eagerly do so. As you step inside, he closes the door behind you. Before you can have any time for yourself to look around the place, you're quickly ushered towards the guest area. Sorry for my appearance, Detective. I'd just gotten home from work, so I haven't gotten to change yet. I do not know if I should give him a young voice, but he looks very, very young. He motions towards his outfit, the standard uniform issued to the crew members at the local train station. Aw, he works at a train station. That's so adorable. I'll brew up some tea for you. Do you have any preferences? No, anything is fine. Thanks, though. Don't go into a stranger's house and then drink their tea. That's a recipe for disaster. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Make yourself comfortable. You take a seat down at the table, eyes trailing after Crow as he leaves the room. This could be a good opportunity to look around. Snoopy! Snoopy, Snoop, Snoop. Eager to take advantage of his absence, you quickly leave your seat and head towards the hallway. It's a surprisingly long hallway. The place definitely looks smaller from the outside. The lights are all off, save for a yellow glow coming from the last room in the hall. You nervously turn the doorknob of said room and peek inside. It's a walk-in closet. Whew. Rows of clothing are neatly hung on the closet rod. Everything is meticulously arranged by color, blue, white, black. You walk deeper into the wardrobe room, a little surprised that people actually have rooms of this size dedicated to clothing alone. And that's when you notice it. Oh dear. Oh. Inconspicuously placed on the table full of gloves, a blood-stained pair lay out in the open. Oh. Evidence! I found some evidence! You shakily step closer to get a better look, reaching out to pick up the piece of evidence you needed. Ah! I came to grab a new pair of gloves, but I didn't expect you to have beat me to it. You nearly jump out of your skin at the sudden noise. I was just looking for the bathroom! Sheepishly, you turn to face Crow, who was leaning against the doorway. Upon your repositioning, he notices the specific article of clothing you are trying to grab. Ah, that. He smiles. I was field dressing a rabbit the other day. And don't worry, I've got a license. It was understandable. Many residents of the Border Springs participated in the hunting of wild game during this season. But despite that, you still felt chills going down your spine. No, I am a little uncomfortable with a young lady such as yourself going through my clothes. How about we call it a day here? I do have some matters to attend to. You nodded meekly, embarrassed that he'd caught you at such a bad time, and you were swiftly escorted out of his home. Empty-handed. Drats! All right, let's try this again. I said wait. Wait patiently. You decide to play it safe and wait for a while reviewing old notes. You pull out your notebook and pen from inside your pockets and flip through the pages. Ah, there he was. It says can't find much on him. Crow. You couldn't find much information on him. You weren't even able to find his last name. He has virtually no social media presence, nor any close friends who do. He seems to be the easygoing type, but keeps to himself most of the time. You rub at your eyes in frustration. You'd spent the last week tailing him in secret, but that was the extent of what you found. He lives such a painfully normal and boring life that you almost felt bad for the guy. But despite all that, your instincts were telling you that he was dangerous. Really? And that's why you're here now. Your train of thought is broken as you hear the sound of running water going off in the kitchen. I guess, I don't know. I do want to stay in my seat, but let's go check it out. Let's be nosy. Now that it sounded like he was preoccupied with whatever he was going on in the kitchen, you decided to take this time to explore the rest of the house. Oh, and that's what we're doing. You quietly leave your seat, scurrying over to a dark hallway. The lights are all off, so you had quite a bit of trouble navigating from room to room. One by one down the hall, you peeked into each room, a restroom, a storage room, a bedroom, and finally, a closet. You sigh, rubbing tiredly at your eyes. It was difficult to see anything in these conditions. As you were about to leave the closet, you slipped briefly on a rug. Shoo! You quickly moved to readjust the displaced floor covering, but noticed something particular as you do. A trapdoor, hidden underneath. You feel your heartbeat quicken. Cautiously, you lift up the heavy door and peer inside. Complete darkness. You take a step down. Creak. And then another. Until you reach the end. By now your eyes have adjusted to the dim setting. There's a strange smell down here. You cover your mouth to mask the odor, but it permeates through the air regardless. And then you see it. Oh. A wall strewn with pictures of them. Your missing friend. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Red ink is scribbled all over every photograph, proclamations of love towards them and threats of violence toward anyone else who dared interfere. Like me. Oh no, so they would know who I am. Oh no, so they would know who I am. You back up a little at the sight. Well, nuts. You froze. That wasn't you. It came from behind. Welp, looks like we're getting in the murder bag. Oh dear, oh no, oh no. Ah, now you've done it. I was going to let you go, you know. Detective Quinn. Or should I say, Petunia Flores. I thought that humoring you in your little game of detective might satisfy that troublesome sixth sense of yours, but I can't believe you managed to sniff this place out. Oh dear. A shame. Really, a shame. Out of all the inconveniences in my way, you are still tolerable, to some extent. Oh no. He pulls out a needle. There's a murky substance inside. I do hope you don't take this personally. I was going to let you go, really, promise. But the circumstances have changed. And, well, I can't have you getting in my way of my love. Missing. Have you seen this girl? Oh no! I am now the missing. Oh dear. I done goofed. This is fun. Alright, how about we stay in our seat? I mean, he's on to us. He knows that we're not really a detective, so let's just stay put. Unable to muster up the courage to leave your seat, you stay put in your spot, fingers nervously tapping the edge of the table. The whistling of the kettle goes off in the kitchen, and you can hear the clatter of cups and utensils as Crow prepares the tea. After a few more minutes, he returns with a silver tray in hand. He gently sits down a piping hot cup in front of you. Sugar? I'll pass. says you. I will have several lumps of sugar, thank you. I like some tea in my sugar. He sits down across from you. He doesn't touch his tea. 'Cause it's poison, isn't it? Isn't it? Is the poison. It's the poison for me. It's the poison specifically chosen to kill Petunia. Petunia's poison. Isn't it? So, what did you come to me for? Want to go out? You see, I'm a detective. And I've found that you're actually really, really cute. I've been following you. And I want to go on a date with you. Ask him out. Are you serious? Are you serious? Yes. Buckets of sweat are dripping down your face. Crow seems a little uncomfortable at your sudden weird behavior. I feel a bit uncomfortable at my sudden weird behavior. I came today to, ask... Crow raises an eyebrow. Ask you on a date? There's a long silence between the two of you. Just he says, Are you serious? Yeah. That's a look, all right. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Yes, sir. Not a dating sim. Best ending. Best ending in my opinion. Just get out. Leave. You're no longer welcome here. All right. The real reason why we're here is to question him, not to go on a date. You try to keep up your facade as a detective, asking him questions about his relationships, his personal life, his schedule, and alibi. Of course, you weren't able to pick up on any inconsistencies, and your line of questioning was inefficient and lacked substance. Ooh. This back and forth goes on for about a half an hour before you decide to finally cut your losses and leave. You rise from your seat, tucking away your notebook and pen back into your pocket. Will that be all, Detective Quinn? Detective? You sigh and give him a small nod, making your way towards the front door. Crow trails behind you, seeing you out. There's a feeling of defeat from not having gotten anything worthwhile out of this whole encounter, but you thank him for his time anyway. Glad to have been of help, Detective. You give a half-hearted nod as you walk across his front lawn. If you ever need more assistance with that investigation of yours, do feel free to come by for tea again sometime, Petunia Flores. What? You stumble mid-step. You never told him your real name. You turn back to face him, but he was already gone. Playing detective. Oh no! Wait, was that all the endings? Was that all the endings? I think so. Well, that was the game Missing. I guess we never did find our friend, but hopefully they're still alive. I'd really like to know what happens next, but I think that's all there is for now. I will put a link in the description to the game page so you can try it yourself and maybe follow this developer if there's any future updates. Well, anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a great night, take care of yourself, and remember, there is always hope. Hope that our friend is maybe somewhere in that basement? Where's my friend? Where's she gone? If you enjoyed this kind of thing, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. But if you can't afford that, and trust me, I fully understand, then simply like the video, leave a comment, or subscribe so that Algorithm Senpai may notice me.